Agent Lang, I believe an investigation of the dressing room in question is in order. It's possible that we may find new evidence there. Yeah, Mr. Edwards pokes around there. I'm sure he'll find some new facts, pal. Oh, if you shall see if we may learn something from recreation.
Not so fast!
We don't need to do any of that. Huh? Wolfie, how could you? I'm not saying this to be mean. It's just that we've already searched there. My men are really something else. And they found nothing? There's only one thing I can say to you, sis. And it's they found nothing. That's it. Does that really matter, though? I guess you're right. If they'd found something, they would have reported it to us. They couldn't find anything because there was nothing to find. And if there was no info to feed the thief, I can't be much help either. Is this the end? The murder took place in the theater. It's not protected under extraterritorial rights. And the fact that it was Mr. Alba himself who committed the murder. I can't prove both statements to be true. Mr. Alba walks away a free man. Is there no other course of action left to us? Your hand of cards has turned out to be a bust. Now if you will excuse me. Because of you people, I missed my flight. Now I must make a new one. I must make haste to arrange a new one. Who is it this time? Hold bag. First Larry and now you. Oh, what is it with the scary mobs like scowl on your face, Edgy Poo? Don't treat me like there's some sort of nuisance. I've been meaning to say this, but you all keep talking about things I don't get at all. You're all leaving the lady in the sad, depressing, and lonely dust about I'm about to crying. Why did you have to speak up right at this instant? You know what, Itchy Poo? Cheer up. Because I'm about to give you your most wonderful thing. The most wonderful thing. I'm so super special that I could give it away just to anyone, you know. Ah, my special present of love, my sweet Edgy Poo. Are you ready, is this? Samurai dogs haven't become irrelevant. What the heck is about to happen? It's a box of those samurai dogs, right? Yes, so Edgy Poo. Here, go on and eat one. They feel right as rain. Where is this about to lead? Can I investigate the box I have? I can't. Are we through here? Why did everyone get so quiet all of a sudden? Edgy Poo. Tell me you understand the depths of this lady's love for you. Not one hand out snacks willy-nilly, you know. No, sir. A thought occurred to me when maybe it would be good if I fed you with a nice handful of one day of my dreams to serve you one of my own homemade food. I desire for every woman to make sure that they'll have to go never goes hungry and have to have for experience at that time. Mr. Edwards, can't you do anything about her? There is no power on Earth that can force that woman to silence. But I'm so sick and tired of all you people do is look down on me. And this box of samurai dogs played me for a fool. Our special designer like a Japanese flag. So I decided it was special. When I ate one, it just tasted like all the rest. Oh, it made me so mad. Special box with a Hinomaru like fan on it. Never heard of such a piece of merchandise existing before. However, there it is. The red sun on the fan, filled in. This one doesn't have it filled in. So what does that mean, though? What does that mean? Is that blood? Like, why? It's just like a single drop of blood. What big a deal is that? It's possible. Could it be? After the show, the samurai dogs piled on the dressing room floor. However, there is no such thing as Hinomaru dog. Contradiction of the facts between that and something cannot exist, and yet does. The rays from this red sun, may be just what we needed to point in the right direction. A present? The Ubiquitous Babes told us to play delivery boys. We're supposed to hand off the dogs to all the embassy people and tell them hi. I had to pile them onto a push cart and just move them. I believe you understand what this means, correct? We killed Mr. Kojin in the theater, and then placed his body inside the push cart. And then, you forced the Steel Samurai to unwittingly move the body for you. It's time to piece the final pieces of the puzzle together, no matter how fragile or small the connections may be. Once we've found them all, the way to truth will be revealed. Okay, I think boxes of samurai dogs were sitting in the push cart. Take from the dressing room as the killer used the push cart to transport the body, which means that they had to remove the samurai dogs from within first. Therefore, the samurai dogs that were piled up on the dressing room floor were most likely taken out of the push cart by the killer. That which did not exist, the box of samurai dogs with the Hinomaru on it. If this red sun was filled in when the killer was busy removing the samurai dogs from the push cart, then it's proof the murder took place in the dressing room. As long as the red substance turns out to be what I believe it to be. But how... Isn't it kind of convenient? It's just like that one red dot is filled. Wendy Oldbag. I thank you. What you have given to me is truly something very special. Edward, I know you're happy that you can solve the case now, but you didn't think of the ramifications of saying this to her, right? Mr. Edwards, are you sure you're feeling okay, sir? Mr. Alba, as I suspected, you killed Kochin in the dressing room. How many times must I listen to you repeat yourself? You figured it out yet. Your words are meaningless, worthless, and powerless. The only way I'm going to continue to cooperate is with some definitive evidence. That arrogance, that self-confidence. You believe that you erased every piece of evidence that you could incriminate you. However, there remains one piece here. And it is what put you away from you. Ha! You're bluffing. Hey, Mr. Prosecutor. Sounds like you found a fountain. Why do you call us Mr. Prosecutor again?
finally found the things we need to go after this guy's jugular. Tuss, what about the box of samurai dogs gonna put this old man away?
Trace evidence that will bring him down. Why, it's here, of course. This box of samurai dogs was a Hinamaru fan on it. It should never have existed. So I want you all to take a good look at this red spot. It's a single drop of blood. That is awfully convenient if it's just a single drop of blood, not purposely placed there. Huh? What? Blood, you say? Agent Lang, I'd like this blood analyzed post-haste.
Gotta admit, I'm a bit surprised, but I believe we found blood Can't believe we found a blood in a place like this. Hey, you, get this down to the lab pronto.
Why was there blood on the box to begin with? When we think about the flow of the crime, I think the reason becomes obvious. Larry, you said that you transported the samurai dogs with the pushcart, correct? Yeah. You have a great memory, Edgy. Pushcart was a bit too big for my son, so you know what I mean? To make sure everyone could see him, I piled some stuff in. The samurai dogs were there, so I used them to fill the cart. What Larry says is true. What were the boxes doing on the floor?
I see. Killer took them out in order to place the body in the pushcart.
Exactly. And that is when I believe the victim's blood found its way onto that box.
When my men investigated that room, not a single samurai dog was in there. Because the embassy staff members had already confiscated them.
Yes. We were out to hide the evidence of the murder.
Because Mr. Olbach managed to steal one of the boxes before they got to him, huh? Looks like Mr. Olbach also managed to put the great thief to shame. Wait a scandalous minute. Wait, what a scandalous way of putting that. I didn't steal, I received it for myself.
Quakers Alba, I'll say this one very fatal oversight on your part.
Objection!
He's not done. Dude, we know it's you. Just stop. Sorry to rain on your little love fest over her.
How can you be so self-confident in a no-win situation for him like this?
Even if that blood turns out to belong to Mr. Cochin, then what? So, Mr. Edwards, it sounds like he's not ready to call it quits yet, huh?
The sole piece of evidence left at the scene of the crime. That alone has shed light on a new fact. At the very least, we now have proof that the murder was occurred in the dressing room.
And you say that like it means something. Huh? Excuse me, sirs. Report. What is the result of the analysis?
Sir, the analysis came back and confirmed that the red substance is blood.
I knew it. Was this Quakers Alba?
Objection!
Mr. Edwards, I wonder if you might humor my question.
Your question?
The one from before, or have you forgotten? Even if that Mr. Cochin's blood, what difference would it make?
Not so fast!
Like we already told you, it proves that the crime scene was in the dressing room.
Objection!
But it doesn't prove that I am your killer, does it?
You literally said you went into the dressing room.
That's...
It's a very good point. The blood on that box doesn't prove that Mr. Alba is the killer.
Then this evidence is meaningless.
Can we dust them for fingerprints? If his fingerprints are on it, that's pretty good proof.
That can't be. We're so close, sir. I respect the smug look off his face. Come on, there's gotta be something we can do.
We finally found a solid piece of evidence. There must be something we can expose with it. I can't think of a single thing.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I must go. Who was that? It's too late. I won't allow anyone to stop me now. Wasn't me, pal.
It wasn't me either.
It wasn't me.
It was me. What? Why did you? Because I haven't finished reporting everything to you yet, sir. Did they already dust it for fingerprints and they found Alba's fingerprints on it? There's more. Oh, wait. It's gonna be Alba's blood. He didn't say whose blood it was yet. He just said there was blood on it. He didn't finish saying whose. It's Alba's, isn't it?
What? Hurry up and spit it out.
Yes, sir. That blood I mentioned. It's not the same blood type as the victim's blood.
What?
No.
What? What? What do you mean it's not the same type? You mean it's not the victim's blood? If it isn't his, then whose the heck is it?
Oh, no, sir. Oh, no, there's not the same blood type as the victim, sir. We didn't get given the shears, did we? But it's highly likely his wound. I think it has to be his blood. It has to be, right? What should we do now, Mr. Edgeworth? I have no idea what's what anymore. Neither do I.
My, what an amusing turn of events. That blood drop proves something to be true, all right. Namely, my words.
And which one of your words would that be?
The ones where I said your words are meaningless, worthless, and powerless. That blood has nothing to do with the murder investigation whatsoever. Need I remind you that the blood got onto that box long before it entered my embassy?
You have no way to prove that, dude.
What sort of nonsense? Yeah, it's blood, pal. There's no way it's not related to the murder. So you would like to believe. But what if someone preparing the samurai dogs had a small nosebleed? What then?
I guess it's kind of possible, sir.
Dang it. Have we been wasting our time on this red herring?
The blood doesn't belong to anyone connected to the case. That should be a clue enough.
Kokozawa, you beat me. Silence. Don't you ever address me with such a filthy word again. I've wasted enough time with you here, and you have your answers. Now let me through.
Not so fast!
Alba, it doesn't matter where you run off to. You'll never escape. Someday I'll have the satisfaction of sinking my fangs into you. You'll see. And all of Interpol will be behind me, working to see that that day comes. Do you know what your words sound like to me? They sound like the whinings of a pathetic loser mutt.
Is this really the extent of all we can do? Is the blood really from someone completely unrelated to the case? Or is there another possibility, someone else other than the victim? Just when I thought I had him backed into a corner, it is I who have been backed into one. In a situation like this, what would that man do?
What would he who can turn to this desperate situation do around? He's talking about Phoenix. Like, what would Phoenix do? Turn it around. That's it. I must turn my way of thinking around. It's not whose blood is this. It's whose blood could get onto a box like this. And what if I think about it that way? The blood got onto the box when the body was being placed into the pushcart. And the owner of said blood must have been in the dressing room at the same time. There is only one person that it could be. Well, I must praise you for trying so hard. It's all because of you kids that I was removed from my center stage. And be forced to live out the rest of my life in the shadows, unfortunately. But it's not a total loss, as the underworld will allow me to more freedom than you'll ever know. Freedom like what the raven feels as it flies through the dark night sky. You can't lay a finger on me. Not now or ever. In the arms of the law is powerless before me.
Objection!
Powerless, is it? I wouldn't be so sure if I were you. What do you mean? Allow me to describe one word. Describe you in one word. Pitiful. Pitiful? How so? Quakers Alba, your wing was clipped long ago. And for someone who's trying to fly away on them without noticing that fact, pitiful is the perfect word to describe you. Mere words. What do you mean by his wings are clipped, Mr. Edgeworth? Just what you think it needs, Kate. We've already caught him in our trap a while back. This incredibly powered, decisive piece of evidence. Hey, Mr. Prosecutor. Can't you speak English? What are you talking about? What piece of evidence? The piece I speak of is, of course, the drop of blood. But we know it's not from the victim. I don't see how it remains relevant to the case at all. Here's one comment. I believe that is exactly why it's very important to the case. And the part that is the most important is the fact that it's not the victim's blood. You're looking a little pale. Good. Then I believe you're already aware of what I mean. Then, you know whose blood it belongs to? Of course I do. This piece of evidence is irrefutable proof that will stop the killer in his tracks. The blood that soiled this box of the samurai dogs belongs to this person.
Take that!
The blood of the red sun of the box belongs to you, Quakers Alba. What? What?
Why is his blood on the box of samurai dogs? He's not even a victim.
The blood fell onto his box when Mr. Cochin's body was being loaded into the pushcart. At the time, only 2 people in the dressing room were the victim and the killer.
That's what you mean. Blood doesn't belong to the victim. Then only as a person it could belong to.
Yes, that person is the murderer himself. That is the only logical conclusion.
But Mr. Cochin was the one who was stabbed, sir. Why would Mr. Alba have been the one who bleeded?
What if during the murder, Mr. Cochin had fought back?
You mean if before Mr. Alba could kill him, Mr. Cochin managed to wound Mr. Alba?
Yes, and I believe I have a piece of evidence that proves that he was bleeding.
Take that!
Mr. Alba, you bear on your body a great wound.
That was from when the master attacked me with the pair of scissors. Yeah, and that happened the way he was in the dressing room.
But is that what really happened? You can manufacture a weapon by smearing blood on it, so you can't just accept that as fact. Shall we try test Mr. Alba and see if the shape of your wound matches the scissors?
Objection!
You really are something else, Mr. Reckless. You don't let a single thing slip by you, no matter how insignificant the possibility.
You're one to talk, Mr. Alba. You managed to give the law slip for 10 years as smuggling ring's leader. No matter the danger, you can hide every last ounce of fear and anxiety from everyone. You truly are one of a kind criminal.
Objection!
I'm the master of my fear. However, to think that such a person as you could miss such a large thing.
You believe I've overlooked something.
You said that my wound was caused by Mr. Coachman. And I was caused here in the theater's dressing room, right?
Yes, that is correct.
I'd like to point out that it's simply not possible. My wound is a stab wound, and that could only have come from a blade. I wonder where you'll propose such a weapon came from.
Well. Sir. He had this knife on him, didn't he? I mean, this is most likely the situation, I'm guessing. The theater was packed with security guards. It would have been impossible for anyone to come in this area with a weapon of any sort.
Not so fast!
Just Mr. Alba was able to bring alabaster knife in a bouquet. There must be some other way to sneak in a weapon of sort.
But as long as you can't prove what the other way is. All you're talking about is putting stabbing me is pure nonsense. So what? So if that other way does exist, you better hurry and tell me now. With pleasure.
I said it before it popped up. Let's go. I knew, game. I knew.
And it was like, with pleasure. I have the evidence right over here. Just let me pull it out. Oh, it looks like a key. My bad. Let me flip it around. Knife.
Wait, what?
This piece of evidence shows how Mr. Coachman brought his weapon into the theater.
Take that!
Among law enforcement, this piece is known as the Yatagarasu key.
That key?
That's the key my father stole from here 7 years ago. It is very unique in that it is both a key and a knife. Meaning that under the guise of the key, it could have been easily brought into the theater. You couldn't dispose of the knife that stabbed you. Therefore, you wiped the blood and placed it back in Mr. Coachman's pocket. After all, the key itself opens the safe in his office. And inside that safe, there was a document about a Kodofian paper signed by Mr. Coachman. In order to make it look like Mr. Coachman died as the leader of the smuggling ring, you had to make it so that the police were the ones who opened the safe, the office safe. All that work to save yourself only served to destroy you in the end. Shall we try matching this knife blade with your wound, Mr. Cortus Alba? And that is what some may call a coup de grace.
Impossible. You can't take me down. Swine, all of you. Especially Manny Cookin. This is all because of that man's betrayal. He sought to steal control of the smuggling ring from me by removing me as ambassador. Which is why he deserved to die while bearing the guilt of all my crimes for me. That's why I sent out the Yatagarazu's card and how the incident was born. Manny was supposed to be the smuggling ring's leader, who was killed by the Yatagarazu. But I had yet another reason, another story
that was supposed to play out. Melly's death was supposed to bring everything to a close. And I would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for you meddling prosecutors. Mr. Alba, I'm afraid there is one more question I forgot to ask. Is this country's or Alabast, which country's court would you like to face first? Either way, it's game over for you. Oh, we're in the courthouse now. And this is 2 days later. It's a big day. It's Alba's trial today. And next week, he's scheduled to stand trial in his own country of Alabas. Francisca is heading that. I suspect she'll be serving a full course of whip lashes at it. Having to face Miss Von Common Court right after facing you, sir. Ugh. Even I don't want to think of what would be like. Caught a glimpse of Mr. Alba as he was being escorted in the courthouse. Boy, he looked about as glum as I do the day before my monthly paycheck. I've been thinking. That flight attendant, even Mr. Portsmouth were all Mr. Alba's secret agents. Correct. That smuggling ring was the common thread between all the incidents. Kami Melee was to provide support during smuggling ops using her job as an attendant. And Mr. Portsmouth was to manipulate trials related to the ring in the end in their favor. You airlines, even the prosecutor's office. No one's safe from that smuggling ring, huh, sir? I suspect there are even more members of the ring spread throughout the world. Yeah, sounds like a big op. I can't even imagine what it's like. What is it, detective? Nothing. Well, come to think of it, Mr. Ernest Amano's trial is also scheduled for later today, sir. I'm aware of that. Mr. Amano's been working with the smuggling ring now for over 10 years. Using Amano Group's various connections worldwide to assist the ring. All that has come in the end in his conglomerate is now undergoing harsh scrutiny. I owe Mr. Amano a debt of gratitude, but he must pay his debt to society. Was the arrest of both Mr. Alba and Mr. Amano? Guess about it wraps up the KG8 incident as well, huh? I suppose so. The real killer in the KG8 incident 10 years ago was Manny Kochi. And 7 years ago, the killer in the second KG incident was Macro. Those two facts are unshakable truths. However, it seems that a lot of effort was put into hiding these and other truths from us. And I will expose it all in today's trial. Solving cases left and right today, aren't you, sir? CCU, indeed, man. Perhaps now these two brave souls who tried to make the truth known can rest in peace. By the way, I received some gifts from Ambassador Paleno. Probably a bunch more coupons for visiting in his country. Shrimp, crab, beef. I don't need any of these, so I'm giving them to you. What? Seriously, sir? Wait, actually, I don't think I want them anymore. Where you holding them? Don't tell me they're just coupons, sir. Detective Gumshoe, have you not read the paper recently? Ever since the two countries became Kodofia again, its economy has changed. Really? And it seems that Ambassador Paleno has reaped a few benefits of his own from it. He has been announced as the official ambassador of the newly reunified Kodofia. Ah, but what a pity. The old item sent his... Oh no, this is probably K, isn't it? Ah, but what a pity. Even though every item he's sent is a treasure, you don't seem to be all that interested. Well, if you don't want them, I can give them to my lovely assistant Kay. Wait, that's not what it said. So, Mr. Edwards, please let me have them, sir. Actually, come to think of it, where's Kay? How come she's still not here? Are you blind? Hey, you gotta be more alert than that. I can't believe you didn't notice. I was even mimicking Mr. Edwards' voice for a bit. I totally didn't notice you or that voice was you. Langsy says, ferocious love blooms with no spring. Agent Lang, a pleasant surprise to see you here. Been a long time since I set foot in the courthouse, but I wasn't going to miss watching the guys who screwed up my country finally get what's coming to me. Well, that and something else. I want to see you in action in court. Is that so, Agent Lang? I fought out all the counterfeit bills, so Sang Fa is finally at peace again. All thanks to you, so I just want to say thanks. Wow, I never thought I'd see the day old Wolfie says thanks to Mr. Edgeworth. I should be the one thanking you, Agent Lang. If you hadn't negated Mr. Alba's extraterritorial rights, I would not have been able to bring him to trial. I believe the victory belongs to the both of us in this case. Shared victory, huh? Look, don't get me wrong. I still never forgive you prosecutors. And I have zero interest in that truce you think you talk about in court. I've always done things my own way. And that's not about to change. Got that? I see. Well, I believe you follow your own creed and what you do with your job. Yeah, and if there's ever someone your precious truths can't catch, feel free to sit around and cry about it all you want. As for me, I'm gonna get that person no matter what. All right. It's about time for me the trial to start. We'll see you later. I'll be watching your performance from the gallery. I'm looking forward to this. I've prepared a whole ton of ticker tape for today's victory, sir. I'll help throw some around when yours wins. Oh, we got enough, because I'm going to call my men up as well. A whole modest amount of ticker tape goes a long way. The scene shifts to the courtroom. The final act of this long tale begins. The legend of the great thief Yatagarasu. It's the story of those who dedicate their lives in the pursuit of the truth. Prosecutors are those who seek a guilty verdict for the defendants they meet. And to that end, they have no choice but to win by any means necessary. The creed that we're forced to emphasize, however, I no longer think that is what prosecutors are. And it's all because... Even though I've only been in the courtroom for a short time, I feel as though it's been a lifetime since I've set foot in one. For today, more than any other, I feel the flight will end.
Objection!
Objection! And we have officially finished case 1. Or game 1, I should say. Not case 1. Game 1. I'm really in bed for Mr. Edwards the other day. Thanks to him, I'm still free to serve in the friendly blue skies. It's about my suitcases. I've been selling them on the internet. They've become a real sensation. Really? Thanks to the praise of the art the world has lavished on my work of being truly postmodern. The airline has chosen me to design their new line of Go You Jumbo Jets. Oh no! Oh! Thanks, I hope you'll take a ride in my... No! 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 Oh no!
Edgeworth, what a world with this man. Because of him, time and money is wasted. But more important, Taylor, I've raised a fantastic treasure is the Pernod statue is the Principality of Cordofia. Its weight is a bit light in my hands, but the Ambassador Palino is most generous. Get wrecked. You got a counterfeit. We finally caught Ancient Hick's killer, and I was able to witness Alba's teary eyes. Feels so good to finally bring everything to a close. I received another offer from the Interpol to work on another case in the corporation with them. However, the Coven courts await. Cordofia's heiress is supposed to be very fresh, so my wit can find new vigor there. This little patrolman has been fired today, sir. Fired as of today, sir. I thought I was safe since I found a gun and had dropped. But I hadn't noticed it until I dropped the police badge too. This is why I really broke my camel's back when I couldn't find my badge. My life has suddenly tripped over a dark black. I don't think I'll go to a court for final complaint and risk rough man. Good grief, Meekins. I was actually hoping to talk with Mr. Edgeworth a bit more than I did. But I've got to get going and return to Europe. Still got a long way to go. A lot of stuff to study there. Next time I'll help Mr. Edgeworth on a case. I'm going to do it as a real forensic scientist. I'm sure he's going to need all the help I can give him, scientifically. JC staff. Because the kidnapping was staged, I was let off easy. I won't be going outside much anytime soon, but that's really okay. The only prison I'm forever trapped in is the cage of love. The guard down at detention center, well, when he's on guard duty. He has such a cold look in his eyes, it's just like the prosecutor. Stop it, Lauren. We really have to learn to stop being a prisoner of love. Oh boy.
It appears there is a sort of drama that takes place inside the courtroom. Since we judges are here day in and day out, I only hear a few rumors, but apparently Mr. Edwards teamed up with a thief and became a detective. Maybe I should team up with a bailiff and try to become a lawyer or something.
Okay. Sure. That's how it works. Whew, I barely made his desk escape again. Yeah, you were lucky to have Mr. Edgeworth help us out, huh? Yeah, but because I lost the key, I got fired from my security guard job. Don't let it get you down, Maggie. Still got me. You're right, sir. I won't be sad. I'm going to pick myself up through this. I wonder what my next job should be. Oh, this is actually kind of fun.
Why not come to Cordofia for your summer vacation? We have a coupon split. Right now, our embassy is a proud president of Let's Investigate a Murder Show. Although the remaining recreating a particular case is no problem. We have a few problems with the fire marshals, but the next event will be great. It will be an attraction. Capture the Yapagara soon. Of course, I hope to, in this case, help in recreating the lesser attraction. Yeah. Brother. I can't believe it that Mindy ditched me and went to Japan. It was okay, because that's how I met Mihiru. We're planning to go to Paris soon, start a business. We're going to sell Blue Ocean dogs. They'll sell like hotcakes and hot dogs for sure. Blue hot dog in a blue bun, I'll guarantee it'll turn your tongue blue. And I'm not really the type to work a lot or anything, really. Honestly, I really haven't seen a guy in blue suit at all recently. Wonder what is up. Next time we eat, I'm gonna make him eat one of my dogs. We're just calling the guy in the blue suit now? Okay. Or Phoenix. I gave testimony in court today. Other members are yet to go to. Yo, Mr. Bear. You look well, all things considered. By the way, have you noticed that elements within the ring have begun moving? They're probably fighting over who should succeed. Over who should be the next boss. Although, to be honest, I wish I could forget I'd ever heard of that smuggling ring. As he says, it's already bite the poison sneaking from the head to tail. No one runs afoul and escapes wolf's fangs. I'll get you all yet. Our youth would become so old. If I'm noticing the gray hairs in my beard more, I'm thinking of retiring the mirror. I was a pink princess and a pink badger, all in the same span of 2 days. Talk about a busy. It's alright because I got a letter from my beloved Edgy Poo. Please take care of your hip and you get to speak first. Take off your headpiece. What does he mean by that last statement? It's not like I enjoy being under a headpiece every time I see him. Some creepy fuzzy pink animal and then a pink princess that's a great hair with just as a... Oh. What? Feel so much better now that the trial's over. As always, your legal prowess is top notch, sir. Yeah, nothing beats the look of Mr. Alba's face when you revealed the ring's secrets. I was amazed. You're like a totally different person when you step into the courtroom. It is always 10 times fiercer and cool. Based on the information Mr. Alba offered up, they've begun a large-scale operation to clean up the rest of the ring, which I'm happy to leave Francisca and Agent Lang. So what are your plans now, Kay? Oh, well, we've taken care of the creep who killed my father, so I'm not sure. Hey, I know. Maybe I'll keep on being Mr. Edgeworth's assistant. Are you still trying to steal my job, pal? Just kidding, just kidding. I can't steal something so important to you, Gummy. What a relief. Okay. Yes? Even after all that's happened, are you still planning to become a great thief? Of course. But I don't want to tarnish the legend of the noble Yatagaris. So I'm gonna hold off on doing anything until I make a tight 3-person team of my own. A three-person team?
Three-person team of young beauties the same age as me, if possible.
With those criteria, I highly doubt you'll find the two other people you need.
My father chose to fight for the truth. I think that's what was so noble about him. So you see, Mr. Edgeworth, the only thing I will ever steal are the truths that have been hidden away. I'm going to work extra hard to make the world the Yatagarasu isn't needed. Well, I guess it's time for me to get going.
I see.
Okay, keep your chin up and stay strong, okay? And don't be a stranger. Don't worry, I'll be back. I'll be sure to break the lock on the window and sneak in.
If you could, I appreciate it if you came through the building's front door.
It's okay, Mr. Edgeworth. Lock on my window at home's been broken forever. Oh, one last thing before I go. Let's take a group picture, just the three of us. Yeah, commemorative photo. Every big case has to end with one.
No.
Hey, why not? Don't tell me your camera shot, Mr. Edgeworth.
Of course not, detective.
Come on, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm taking a picture now. Hey, come back. Mr. Edgeworth, you can't run away from this,
Hey, Detective Gumshoe. Stop that. I can't be seen doing that.
Okay, I'm totally taking now. Say cheese.
Grumpy face on Edgeworth. And thus the long tale of the KG8 incident came to a close. I saw the demise of a smuggling ring and the birth of a little Greek thief. There's little time to rest and relax. For I am eager to tackle the investigation into a new case. The reason for my eagerness is my want to pursue the truth and my want to believe in the strength of those who use the power of the law for good. As someone who has chosen to live my life as a prosecutor, that is my new creed.
Such a flattering picture of Edgeworth.